Lueroi's Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver Walkthrough, Part 39. It is time to catch the legendary Pokemon Lugia. Now, if you're playing Heart Gold version, you'll obviously be going after Ho-Oh, so you'll want to stay in Ecruteak City and go to the Bell Tower. However, if you're playing Soul Silver like me, you'll want to go to the Whirl Islands. So you can either start off in Olivine City or Signwood City, it doesn't really matter. You really just need a Pokemon that knows the move Surf, then you can actually get to the Whirl Islands. Additionally, you will need a Pokemon that knows the move Whirlpool, so make sure you have that with you. When you actually get into the Whirl Islands, Flash is optional, but you definitely do not need it to get to Lugia. Also, the move Strength is optional if you want to find some extra items. Personally, I'm not going to be hunting for different items, and I'm not even going to use Flash, because I know a really quick way to get to Lugia without going through too much trouble. So, get to Route 41, and on the cave here on the top right, you'll want to use Whirlpool. There's actually 4 different little islands, and they all have caves. The one on the top right, or the northeast, whatever you want to call it, is the one that you need to get to. So, once you get here, you'll have to surf around to the entrance of the cave. Now, before you actually come here, it's a good idea to bring a lot of Ultra Balls. I have 25 Ultra Balls with me, because obviously we're going to be catching a legendary Pokemon, so it's not going to be that easy. Here's the Whirl Islands. Now, when you get in here, you're going to notice it's very dark, and you'll actually need the move Flash to be able to see everything. But it's kind of easy to get through without Flash, so just go up and over, like I am, and you'll easily find this ladder right here. Once you get down to this floor, just pretty much follow the path. Get along the wall if you have to make sure you don't get lost, but it's kind of hard to get lost. Eventually, spray some more repels. Always a good idea to bring repels in here. Alright, so we'll keep following the path, and eventually you'll end up on the right side over here, and there's another ladder. Go down there, and you are done with the dark part of the cave, so it's that easy. So you really don't need Flash to get to Lugia. There's a Max Revive right there, probably one of the best items you can get in here. If you go to the other islands and, you know, you have the move Strength with you, you can get to some other areas like that over there, and there's some more items. Now, when you get here, this guy is going to require you to show the Silver Wing. So if you're playing Heart Gold version, you'll actually get stopped right here. And if you're playing Soul Silver and you go to the Bell Tower, you'll get stopped over there because you won't have the right wing. So you should have it, and over here you can grab a rare candy and check out this awesome view of the waterfall. Yeah, that's a pretty cool animation, but we obviously got to get to the bottom of there, so we'll head back. But yeah, even if you take this path, you still get a Max Revive and a rare candy for items, so that's pretty nice. Probably 2 of the best items you can actually get in here. There's no TMs or anything, so you're not missing out on anything too good if you don't go item hunting. Now anyways, this is where you want to end up. This is where the Kimono Girls are waiting for you. So, they're going to do their crazy little dance to kind of call for Lugia. So there's the Silver Wing, it's like glowing, and then they all set up and you're going to hear some music, and they will do their dance. This part always creeped me out. Check out the waves at the bottom, just like, I don't know, it's kind of cool. And you'll see everything's just glowing in time. So yeah, I mean, we helped these Kimono Girls out throughout the game, and now they're finally returning the favor by doing their crazy dance to call for Lugia. The same thing will happen if you're in the Bell Tower searching for Ho-Oh. And then, check this out. The music quiets down. Then you get some scary music. And check it out. Here comes Lugia! Oh yeah, that is epic. Alright, so definitely a step up from the original Silver version. Here's the beast Lugia, the legendary bird. And it is waiting for us. Guys, we are the chosen ones. We have our Silver Wing, and we are ready to take this thing on. So now, Zuki, or whatever her name is going to talk about Lugia, and she's pretty much just telling us, you know, we're the ones. We have been chosen. Lugia has been waiting for us. So at this point, you will probably want to save your game. If you fail to capture Lugia, you can come back after the Elite Four. Same goes for Ho-Oh, and you can get a second chance. However, most people want to catch it right now before the Elite Four just so they can get it done with. So I'm going to save my game. I recommend you do the same. You're better off just trying to catch it right now. So make sure you're all ready to go, and when you are, you can surf towards the legendary bird, Lugia. So, let's see if we can catch this thing. And get ready for some epic music. Alright, Lugia is a Psychic and Flying type at level 45. Knows the moves Rain Dance, Aeroblast, Hydro Pump, and Extrasensory. So it knows 3 good special attacking moves, a Water, Flying, and Psychic type. So, Lugia has very high special defense, so it's really hard to put damage on. What I would recommend doing is taking a defensive approach at things. So I'm going to go to Aqua Volt and use Stockpile a few times. That'll boost up my defenses. And the reason I'm doing this is because Lugia knows 3 very powerful attacking moves. And you're going to have to take a lot of hits when catching Lugia, because not only do you have to weaken it down, you actually are going to have to throw a lot of Ultra Balls, so you're going to be taking a lot of hits. If you don't have a Pokemon that can boost up their defenses, I would recommend bringing X Special Defense. You can get those at the marts, and if you use those a bunch, your special defense will get boosted up, and in turn, Lugia's attacks will do barely anything to you over the long haul. So that's a good strategy in my opinion, because just because Lugia is so powerful offensively, you'll want to make sure you're prepared defensively to actually live from its hits, because it knows really powerful moves. Now, if you don't want to take a defensive approach, you can just go ahead and start putting damage on it. That's what most people do. Obviously, when you're catching legendary Pokemon, or any Pokemon for that matter, you want to get them as low as you can on health without knocking them out. So you'll want to get their HP in the red zone. I'm just going to be using Charge Beam to kind of try to whittle it down. Now, if you have a move like Thunder Wave, something that can paralyze it, that will come in handy a lot. Any type of status you can get on the Pokemon is going to help you out a lot. If you can freeze it, that's really nice. If you can put it to sleep, that's also really nice. Paralyzing it works well too. I would not recommend burning it or poisoning it though, because then you're at risk of actually knocking it out. So, any type of status effect you can put on it will help you tremendously. However, you can still catch it even if you don't have anything like that. I personally don't. Anyways, I'm confusing it just so it can put some damage on itself. It'll probably help me out a bit, because it looks like Charge Beam isn't doing a whole lot of damage, but yeah, pretty much it just knows all these really powerful moves, so that's why I have Lantern here to, you know, take all those hits pretty well. And Charge Beam will slowly get it down towards the red zone. Now, a lot of people want to use their Master Ball on this Pokemon, whether it be Ho-Oh or Lugia. I would highly recommend you save your Master Ball. There's going to be more legendaries later on in the game. They're a lot harder to catch because they will run away from you in battle. So saving your Master Ball is definitely a good idea, because you can easily catch this thing with just Ultra Balls. It's pretty tough, but it's definitely possible. So we're actually doing pretty good here. Aqua Volt is taking its hits pretty well, and we're getting some good damage on it. So maybe another attack or two and we can start throwing Ultra Balls. Now, it likes to use Rain Dance a lot, which is kind of nice because it doesn't actually attack you, but the only downside is Hydro Pump gets a boost in power from Rain Dance, so keep that in mind. Yeah, since it does know a Psychic, Flying, and Water type, you should kind of keep that in mind when you're actually sending out your own Pokemon. If you have stuff that resists those types, probably a good idea to send them in so they can take the hits pretty well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use my Hyper Potion just to get Aqua Volt on full health, and then I'll start chucking Ultra Balls at this thing. I'm pretty sure I'll knock it out with any other hits, so yeah, it's probably a good idea to bring some Hyper Potions, and even Revives if you have to, just because, like I said, Lugia is going to put a ton of damage on you, so you will want to be able to heal up if you have to. Now, that's perfect right there. Lugia hit itself in confusion, and hopefully it doesn't hit itself again. I think it's going to snap out, but I'll throw my first Ultra Ball right here, and hey, maybe we'll get lucky like we did against Mewtwo and catch it in the first try. Of course not. That was just a once-in-a-lifetime thing where I just caught Mewtwo in one try. Anyways, here goes Lugia again with its Extrasensory, so, yeah, back to my whole thing about the defensive approach. If you go to Goldenrod City, and go to the department store, you can buy X Special Defense for something like 350 bucks. Definitely a good option when facing Lugia. And Ultra Ball 2 fails. So yeah, X Special Defense, just put a bunch of those on your Pokemon, and moves like Aeroblast will just do nothing, pretty much. So yeah, X Special Defense and Hyper Potions are your best friend in this fight. So yeah, I'm pretty much done attacking it though, so luckily Aqua Volt can take these hits pretty well thanks to my stockpiles, but here's Ultra Ball number 3. And if you're actually able to catch Lugia within like 10, you should consider yourself very lucky. Normally it will take more, like 20. Even bringing only 25, I mean, I probably should have just brought like 50 with me, but whatever. So here we go, what is this, number 4? Ultra Ball number 4, come on Lugia! Get in the Ultra Ball, you know you want to! Oh, crap. Alright, whatever. I won't really get that mad until I've thrown like 15, then I'm just like, oh, what the heck? And, yeah, Aeroblast isn't even very effective, neither is Hydro Pump, so that's why Aqua Volt works pretty well. Alright, Ultra Ball number 5. Come on, Lugia. 1. Oh, it even shook once just to mock me. But yeah, I mean, at this point, once you have it low on health, it all comes down to luck. I mean, you're not like a better Pokemon trainer just because you caught it in 1 or 2 tries. It's all just odds. I mean, your odds of catching it in 1 try aren't that good. But, you know, your odds of catching it within 30 tries is fairly high, so... I mean, it all just comes down to luck at this point. I mean, if you've thrown like 50 of them and you still haven't caught it, you're just getting really unlucky. I mean, you're not doing anything wrong, you're just really unlucky. Alright, I'm going to heal up again so I don't get myself killed. And I think I'm on like my 6th Ultra Ball now or something like that, but yeah. The only thing I'm worried about now is Lugia getting a critical hit, because even if you get defense boosts, a critical hit will go through that and do full-out damage, so... yeah, that's the only thing I'm really worried about. But other than that, I should be fine. I mean, I still have the rest of my team with me, so I'm not too worried. Alright, here we go! Come on, Lugia, there's cookies inside the Ultra Ball! I know you want to eat the cookies! Oh, you don't like chocolate chip? What's your problem? Alright, well, I guess I'll just talk about Lugia. Yeah, Lugia is like one of my favorite legendaries. I always personally thought Lugia was way cooler than Ho-Oh. I mean, it's a fact, Lugia is more awesome than Ho-Oh, at least in my opinion. I don't know, leave a comment telling me which one is your favorite, Lugia or Ho-Oh. Lugia is just, I don't know, it's awesome. I mean, 1 Hydro Pump, 1 or 2 Hydro Pumps, and Ho-Oh goes down. It's that simple. Anyways, here we go, another Ultra Ball. What is this, number 7 or 8 or something? Oh, come on. I mean, when it doesn't even shake, I just feel like I'm just not getting anywhere. At least start shaking a little, so it seems like I'm making some progress. Alright, now the one thing I'm lucky, or the one thing that I'm happy about, I should say, is that Lugia doesn't know the move Recover, because in the original games, like, I remember I would go and try to catch Lugia, like, after beating Red or whatever, and it would know Recover, so, like, I would get it low on health, and then it would just recover all of its HP. It was just the most annoying thing in the world, but they made it a bit easier on us this time, so... oh, wow, you got a critical hit! Crap. Alright, it's okay. We still have the rest of our team. Let's go to Meganium, just because, I don't know, Meganium can probably live some hits. Okay, well, now I actually need to start stressing out. We gotta catch this thing now. Come on, Lugia, not only are there cookies in the Ultra Ball, but there are pancakes, too, with maple syrup, and chocolate chips on top, and whipped cream! Yes, we got it! Haha. Now I'm hungry. Alright, so we caught the legendary Pokemon Lugia. Hopefully you guys catch it as easily as I did. I mean, it took me like, what, 10 Ultra Balls or so? Alright, so Lugia weighs 476 pounds. That's a lot for a bird. And it's 17 feet tall. Wow. Alright, I never give nicknames to legendaries. Yeah, nice. We caught Lugia. We caught the legendary beast. How about that? And pretty much if you guys are playing Heart Gold, it's the same thing, but with Ho-Oh instead. Wow, that's awesome. And the cool thing is we can actually still get Ho-Oh later on in the game. And if you're playing Heart Gold, you can get Lugia later on in the game. That won't be for a while, though. But anyways, that's it. The Kimono Girls don't have anything else for us, so... Let's go ahead and use our trusty escape rope so we can get out of this place and check out our Lugia in the PC. I am excited. Lugia is awesome. The legendary beast, Togepi! No, I'm just kidding. It's Lugia. Alright, here we go. Not bad, jolly nature. That raises its speed, I think. Check it out. Lugia has awesome defenses. That's the best thing about it. And there's a look at its moves one more time. So there we go, guys. We have caught the legendary beast, Lugia. It's finally on our team, and now we can move on in the game. And we're one step closer to the Pokemon League. So I'll see you guys all next time. Stay tuned for more.